Hey everybody, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's me, your homegirl, Adosha Wright, encouraging everyone. Please guys, never, ever, ever give up on your hair. So this is one of my favorite videos to do. The topic is a little difficult and intricate, but I've got to do it because it's been coming in really heavy in the salon and also on my chats. And the topic today is called damage control. Are you one of those people who have been told you have damaged hair and you need to cut it off? Well, I'm telling you guys, don't give up. Here's a video of a young lady who she said, hey, I don't want it anymore. I don't care if it's damaged or not. She just wanted to cut her hair off because she was tired of it. So this is an option if you truly, truly don't want your hair. You can just cut it off. Now we're going to separate some fact from fiction, because you do have some professionals out here who are telling people they have to cut their hair off because it is damaged. So is that a fact or is that a fiction? How about we say it's a choice? So if you don't want it, cut it off. But if you do want it, watch this video to learn what you can do in the meantime, in between time, as you learn your hair, as you grow it out, so you don't have to cut it off. And so here's a video that I'm going to dissect to help you understand your option and your choices. Let's listen up.
I've had a little more free time to upload on YouTube more frequently. Today I have a new client, and as you see, her ends are really, really bad. So it really kind of got ate up from the color for the most part. My observation, it looks like the color has weakened it. So I'm just going to go in and take all of these really bad ends off and just get her on the road to recovery so her hair can be stronger. You see her edges are broken, so we're just going to take care of all of that. Right here, as you can see right through her hair, so it's not heavy at all. So I just want to get it to a fuller state. Now, whether you are a professional or not, you want to make sure that you are using professional shears with really good blades, because if you're not, you'll end up making the hair work.
Okay, guys, here's damage control. I had to cut it. I had to cut it right there. First things first. Part of the damage with the young lady's hair is the tool that she's using to cut the young lady's hair with, number one. Number two, the myth that color damages hair. Please, guys, you have to be very, very careful of watching those kinds of videos. Now, she does have some very good points, but remember, this is about damage control. So number one, hair care and hairstyling are about the right products, the right tools, and the right techniques. Clearly, she has the wrong tools. I don't know about that technique. I don't know about the products. But again, we're going to watch and learn and listen to see what else.
Than when you started. Now, I didn't film this part, but underneath of this layer of hair, her hair is actually tapered. So I asked her, did she want me to cut it higher than the taper? And she said no. She said I could cover it.
Okay, guys. Now, that is not a taper cut. As you can see, I had to do a reality check for you guys. I'm going to show you some images of a tapered haircut. Another thing I want you guys to understand is that different salons have different language and different meanings for what they call a taper cut or your ends trim. So whatever the case is, please be sure you understand the language of the hair salon. There is official hair cutting language, but not all hair salons use them. So I had to do a reality check because she was a little misleading, but I see where she was going. So here are some images of some bob haircuts or tapered haircuts that I've done. And as you can see, they're very clear, they're very distinct. And the lady's haircut in the back, that was not a taper cut. These are your tapered professional haircuts.
So I'm just going to go ahead and take about an inch and a half off. This was the shortest piece of her hair, so all the rest of it can meet with this guideline. I just want to add, although I am freehand cutting, which means that I'm not using both hands, that doesn't mean to do what you see people doing on YouTube and Instagram. It took me a lot of years to get to the point where I could freehand cut. So if you need your left hand to guide your right and hold it steady, you do so. Don't let the internet rush you into making you feel like you have to do things the way everyone else does. So I'm sure you can tell about now that her hair is going to come out kind of like in a bob style. I'm not necessarily going for a bob, but that's exactly what it's going to end up like. And it's also going to be a little asymmetrical, but not deep. It's just going to be like a real calm asymmetrical bob. Now this is what I meant by not freehand. If you need to grab your hand and hold, then that's what you need to do.
Okay, I just want you guys to see I'm not making it up. She is technically using a highlighting comb to do a precision cut. This is a no-no. But again, every salon, every licensed cosmetologist have their own language. They're probably not going to be using industry standards, but we do have standards. You have a balayage, you have baby lights, you have highlights. That's a highlighting comb. Here's a video of another licensed professional cutting hair using the proper comb. Combs are very, very important to achieving the desired results on the haircut. They're also going to do a heck of a big favor to the actual integrity of the hair itself. This is why combs and tools are very important. So here's a video of a line of professional combs.
It comes out just as amazing. Now I'm just going to pull her hair from up top and just kind of point cut a few layers in. If I could have cut all her color off today, I would have done that, because I really believe that the color is what's doing this to her hair. But, you know, if I would have cut the color off, it would have been seriously a really short cut. So some people...
Okay, again, I don't know about this color being bad for hair. I don't know, guys, but I just had to do a little reality check for you guys. Please be careful. Be very, very careful watching these videos out here. So what I'm going to do is just show you guys. This was my guest. She came in and she actually follows me here on YouTube, and she wanted a realistic view of her hair and what was her options. So she was told that she needed to basically do the big chop, and she came in. She didn't want to do the big chop, but she was willing to cut half of her hair off, and I want you guys to just see what I'm saying. Cosmetologists, we have a very, very important role in, saving the hair for those who want to keep it. So I'm starting off her service using the Morrocco Methods Euro Oil. That's a restorative oil. So one of the things about damaged hair, what they don't tell you at the hair salon, is that you can repair hair that's compromised, guys. You don't have to cut it off. Now remember, there are people, they just want to cut it off, like the young lady in the beginning of the video. She didn't want it, so she just cut it off. So this video is for people who, like my customer here, she she was really straddling the fence. She really didn't want it cut, but she thought she had to because her hair was compromised. Now she has relaxed and she has color treated hair that she has been doing this herself at home. So my goal here is to show her how hair can be restored using what? The right products, the right tools, and the right technique. So what I'm doing is first I'm going to flat iron her hair. Now I'm not going to do a video of me flat ironing her entire head of hair, but just to have some talking points as I flat iron her hair, I want you guys to see what's happening to the hair once I applied the product and I used the flat iron. Now she does wear her hair straight. So my goal at this point is to not cut her hair off. Number one, she's used to having long hair, okay? So here I'm just showing her. You could chip your nail, right? But you don't have to cut the whole nail off. Nah, not really. You could just snip the piece and then file it and blend it and allow the nail to grow out so that you can do what? Have your nails and care for your nails. The goal for this young lady is she has to learn how to care for her hair. A haircut is not the option for her because she doesn't understand hair care. I could cut her hair off, but she would have a shorter version of what she doesn't like. And remember, she doesn't have hair care down to a science. Now, one could argue, oh, just cut it off and let her start from the beginning. You know what? If your rationale is that her ends are damaged and dead, then I would say from that perspective, keep it and play with it. Play with the hair and learn how to style it and take care of it. Because, hey, you're going to snip it off as it grows out anyway. So if that's going to be your argument that is damaged and cut it, then you might as well leave it and play around with it yourself and understand your hair versus cutting it off and still not knowing what needs to be done as the hair grows longer. What they don't tell you at the hair salon is that long hair is old hair and it needs to be cared for more frequently because it's older and it's more fragile. The relaxer and the hair color is getting the bad rap because the stylist she was going to before, number one. Number two, her understanding of hair color and relaxer was flawed. So she has three flawed premises. One, the stylist telling her that the relaxer and the color is bad. Number two, she's relaxing and coloring her hair and believing that it is bad. Those are flawed premises. You can relax and color hair safely. The gap in her service was not teaching her. You see, here I'm explaining to her why her ends are doing what they're doing. They're doing that because she's waiting too long to shampoo it. That's number one. Number two, she's not applying any conditioner to the ends. She's applying her conditioner at the regrowth. Number three, she's not combing her hair. So I'm showing her that all strands don't grow at the same rate. So the rationale of cutting her hair off to where the hair is healthiest, I'm really not quite understanding that in its entirety because she has so many different lengths. So here is where her hair broke off because she relaxed it improperly. So of course I took the time to show her how to relax her hair herself at home. You can do it, guys. I know what you're thinking. She should just be coming to the salon. Listen, she's in the military. She doesn't have time to come to the hair salon, okay? So it's okay, guys. This will grow back. She has enough hair to camouflage. The goal here is to learn how to care for the hair. So I would not cut her off to the shortest piece. We're just going to keep snipping the hair. And as it grows out, she's learning how to do what? care for her hair. This is the goal. Then we're going to get into the haircut. So damage control here begins with what? Hair care. And her hair care is about using her conditioners properly and combing her hair. She wanted all those body curls. That's not realistic, guys. You can't always look like a sexy vixen all day long. You want to save those styles for special occasions, okay? So here again, I'm smoothing her hair out. And as you can see, the Morocco Methods Euro Oil has made a very noticeable difference in her hair. And she's starting to realize, okay, I don't have to do the big chop. Again, if you want to do the big chop, you can. But in this video, she really didn't want to. But she was told that her hair was damaged and she had to cut it off. And the way her hair has broken, I don't know if I cut off all this lady's hair, okay? And cutting off half of it, that's not the answer, okay? So she needs to learn how to care for her hair. And so we're just going to camouflage the broken piece and it'll grow back. It's just hair. So let's loosen up and let's not be so harsh, okay? So now we're going to move into the hair cut, all right? And if you're liking this video, please hit the subscribe and the thumbs up, and don't forget to share. All right. So again, what are we talking, guys? Damage control. Damaged hair is not the end of the world. Sometimes it's just a word that some people are using to get a little bit more moolah. Maybe they're impatient. They don't want to work with your quote unquote damaged hair. I don't know, but just buyer beware, okay? So here we are with the hair cut. So I have switched my comb. As you can see, I am now using a hair cutting comb, which, by the way, guys, we do have cutting combs. Now, hair cutting techniques, there are so many, like she did point that out, and I admire what she was saying. There are so many ways that you can cut the hair. So to the left of your screen, I had already cut her hair. So again, this video is just to highlight, the topic of damage control, so I didn't record the whole video. Now, this cutting technique, her part is the guide. So again, there are a lot of hair cutting techniques, and I also want you guys to see a very noticeable difference in her hair. My rationale for point cutting is because all of her fibers are not the same length. She was point cutting because she wanted to create layers. I don't recommend layers for people who don't want to keep them up. So no layers for her. And she asked, could she get layers? And I said no, because of that broken piece. And two, she doesn't have the time to keep up a layered cut. So these are things that we should be talking to you guys about behind the chair versus showing pictures and going with trends. Layer cuts, bob cuts, whatever you want to call them, they require a every 4-week maintenance. In the video, the young lady was blaming everything on the color. The color was not the culprit. It was what? The lack of technique. The young lady needed maintenance. So if you're going to color your hair, relax your hair, or alter your hair in any capacity, you must do it in a regimented fashion. So again, you guys can see her haircut is bringing life to her hair. We can now see the importance of her getting her hair cut. I'm recommending she comes every other month because she has long hair and her ends are really soft. So again, I'm point cutting to get all the little fibers in between. I'm not trying to create any layers. So I also want you guys to see the movement on it. And we're going to not do any color. And she's going to do the relaxer. Now the artificial color isn't so light, so she could grow this out or she could tone it down. It's up to her, but again, it's not that bad and it's preference. So the damage control point here in this video is that you do have a preference. If you want to cut off all your hair, you can, but some people don't want to do it. They're doing it because they're told they have to do it. What you have to do is learn how to care for your hair. Not just rock the hairstyle, but care for it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So we said no curls, no curls, no curls, no curls, because she doesn't know how to maintain those curls. It's too much work. So we're just going to wear the hair straight and save the curls for special occasion. She needs a hairstyle that she can live in. Like I said, she's in the military, and she's got to whip this stuff up in a ponytail real quick, okay? So this is real hair on real people in real life. Again, I hope you guys are finding this very helpful and understanding the power of choice. And I just, I like to make sure that people understand their hair as a unique fabric and what their role is. Don't rely so much on the hair salon, okay, guys? Peace. You got this. You can do this at home. You can take care of it. She's just going to come to me to get her hair shaped up every other month, a nice protein treatment. She's going to shampoo it weekly. She's going to invest in protein on her hair. And again, I just brought the camera up close so you can see that was the original amount that someone suggested she cut her hair off. And I'm just showing her in my discussion that, all these fibers have different lengths. So if you cut it off up to that length, so what about the hair up top? Where does the cutting stop? So everybody's got some degree of stress on their hair, including me. So it's okay, guys. You have to admit, her hair looked good. Like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have cut my hair off too. So if you want to cut your hair off, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. This video is all about damage control. And damage control starts where? At home. Longer hair requires more maintenance. You have to clean it more and cut it more often. There's no such thing as no maintenance, and no, color and relaxers do not damage hair like what they're saying. Okay, you just got to do your part at home. And I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys found this very helpful. Don't forget to hit the like button. Please share. My books are available on Amazon. My children's book, Curly Hair Adventures, and my self-help book titled What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon. It's time for a new conversation. And even though you guys could not converse with me, I think you get where I'm going with this. And shout out to all the stylists out here who are just, making it their way to do the best that they can. Again, the books are available on Amazon and at my website, wrightbooks.com. Also, if you need a little help understanding your hair, you can email me at ladoshaw@yahoo.com and get your very own free printable. That's why all you got to do is download this baby and print it out. This is the My Hair and Scalp Journal. It's actually a helpmate to the book, What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon. But, you don't have to have the book. My hair care products are also available on Amazon, a full wet line, very affordable. So if you need some great hair care products, by all means, check me out at my Amazon store. I'm talking about real hair on real people in real life. You can also listen to my podcast, What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon, on all your podcasting platforms. Remember to follow me on all the social media platforms. Peace, love, and hair. And if you ain't got no hair, don't want no hair, can't stand hair, as a matter of fact, you plan on cutting it off, but you still like watching hair porn, don't worry about it, ladies, gentlemen. Just rub your beautiful bald head. Why? Because bald heads are beautiful too.